Yo, let me clear that up, too, for the blogs out there misunderstood the jokes.
Yo, welcome back to From the Dirt, your go-to spot for the latest in music, sports, and pop culture. Today we diving deep into the heated exchange, well, somewhat one-sided exchange between Joe Budden and 50 Cent. Now, this one is for the book, so make sure you stick around to the end and let us know what you think in the comments, all right? So let's get to it. Now, this story kicks off with Joe Budden making a bold statement on his podcast. He said 50 Cent needed therapy. Yeah, you guys heard that right. Joe Budden said that 50 Cent needed therapy. And this is because of what 50 Cent posted to his Instagram the day that Irv Gotti passed. You already know 50 wasn't going to let that slide. He clapped back hard, calling Joe Budden a punk. Even started posting AI-generated pictures of, that infamous sleepwalking incident with Joe Budden that came out recently in the news. Now, if you've seen the pics, 50 went all in. But here's when it gets really interesting. Everybody expected Joe Budden to fire back on his next episode of the podcast. Now, this is Joe Budden we're talking about, the man who went toe-to-toe with everybody, spoke up on, 90% of the industry. I mean, we even heard his voice louder than ever during the Drake and Kendrick Lamar beat. And he went pretty hard at Drake, of course. But this time, nothing. Joe was surprisingly pretty tight-lipped. He made a few jokes here and there, but he avoided diving into the situation completely. We thought it was going to be something they put on the whiteboard at the podcast. Now, Joe did say something interesting. He mentioned that 50 posting those AI pics could be grounds for a lawsuit, though he added that he wouldn't actually sue. Of course, 50 caught wind of it and posted a clip to his page and pretty much called it corny. Then, a few days after that, 50 took things further. He posted on Instagram asking Joe why he left Mermaids so quickly. And the internet went wild with speculation, but once again, Joe kept quiet. No tweets, no Instagram posts, just silence. On his next podcast, all Joe did was kind of crack a quick joke about leaving and, stayed far away from any deeper conversation about this. I think we all expected his co-host, like Queen's Flip, to bring up the topic and go deeper into it, but none of that happened. Fast forward, Joe's latest podcast episode, he finally addressed the rumors about being ran out of Mermaids Club. And here's the clip of what Joe Budden said.
Y'all misunderstood the joke, so let me clear it up. I didn't get ran out of no New York club, nowhere. Nick, the f*** is wrong with y'all? I just so happened to leave promptly, and someone knew. And if they knew when you left, that probably means they knew when you got there. So, the stars align sometimes.
Listen, this whole back and forth between Joe and 50 has been different. On one side, we've got 50 doing what he does best, speaking up on his platform, addressing things head on. Let us know in the comments, are you Team Joe or are you Team 50? I don't think this is anything that'll ever get out of hand. I think both of these guys are doing great. But, there has been a history. I'm not gonna, you guys do your own Googles, but if you know a little bit about the music industry and, the game and Joe Budden and G-Unit and some other names that I won't mention, if you guys go do your Googles, there is a bit of history that you guys may need to look up and kind of get filled in on, and you'll kind of understand a little better. But make sure you guys subscribe, like the video, and turn those notifications on so you don't miss the next drop. You're watching From the Dirt, and I'll catch you next time.